Approach, verb, verb forms. Approach, approaches, approached, approached, approaching. Move near. 1. Intransitive, transitive. To come near to somebody, something, in distance or time. We heard the sound of an approaching car, a car approaching. Winter is approaching. The time is fast approaching when we shall have to make a decision. Approach somebody, something. As you approach the town, you'll see the carriage on the left. Offer, ask. 2. Transitive, to speak to somebody about something, especially to ask them for something, or to offer to do something. Approach somebody. We have been approached by a number of companies that are interested in our product. I'd like to ask his opinion, but I find him difficult to approach, not easy to talk to in a friendly way. Approach somebody for something, about doing something. She approached the bank for a loan. Related entries, business deals, amount, quality. 3. Transitive, approach something, to come close to something in amount, level, or quality. Profits approaching $30 million. Few writers approach his richness of language. Problem, task. 4. Transitive, approach something, to start dealing with the problem, task, etc., in a particular way. What's the best way of approaching this problem? Extra examples. Have you approached John about doing a concert? Here, Wordsworth's first movement closely approaches that of Gray. How would this problem be best approached? I approached the bank for a loan. It's best to approach her directly. She found her father difficult to approach. The army approached from the south. The time is fast approaching when we will have to replace these old machines. There is no other player ever remotely approaching her caliber. A man approached me and asked for the time. It was desperately needed as winter approached. As the end of the course approaches, the students are busy applying for jobs. Attacks on the party increased as the election approached. He was approaching a turning point in his life. I'd like to ask his opinion, but I find him difficult to approach. Police says the suspect should not be approached. She approached the crossroads cautiously. The big race was rapidly approaching. The deadline was fast approaching. The light comes on if an intruder approaches. The system is designed to stop missiles as they approach their target. They have just announced the profits approaching $30 million. They saw the lights of an approaching car. We could hear the train approaching. What's the best way of approaching this problem? With retirement approaching, she wants to move somewhere a little smaller.